Hello, welcome everyone. In this video, I'm gonna teach you how to use random module. So if you are wondering why you would use random in any program or game, suppose that you want to create a random position for a player, you want to have a random number of enemies in any die game, and if you want to toss a coin, for example, you always want to create random numbers. This starts by importing random. Random is a built-in module, so you don't have to set up it. Import random. So basically the most basic function in random module is also random. Random generates a float number between 0 and 1. Let me show you an example. N equal random dot random. Let's print n, and this is a float number between 0 and 1. If we want to have certain number after the dot, we could use round. So I could use round and pass it as a second parameter how many numbers after the dot I want. So if I want 3, oops, this is a typo, round 3. Okay, this is good. This is not very beneficial for us. We always want to generate a random number which is an integer between 1 and 6 or so. This is why I will use another function called randint. Suppose that I want to roll a die and the die equal random, and the function called randint, I will pass it what the range I want to have the number between 1 and 6. Note that both of them is inclusive, so it could be 6 and it could be 1. Let's print die and see. It's 3, 3, 1, 6. So before going any further, I want to introduce you to another important function called seed. Seed makes our program predictable. So if we run a program each time with random values, it will give us always the same values. Let me show you a quick example. Random.seed, and it takes a number, any number, always I will use 0. Then if I have 2 dice, for example, die 1, die 2, die 3, and I will just die 1, die 2, die 3, it will always generate the same 3 number. So 4 for 1, if I run the program again, it will be 4 for 1. As I run it, it will be the same. In this case, I want to use random seed for us, but if we are going to create a simulation, we are going always to use random.seed. It's not, of course, obligatory, but you could use it just for knowledge. Another important function called randrange. Randrange, let me show you. N equal random dot randrange. I'll say I want to create even numbers between 2 and 100. I'll start by 2 and end at 101 because this is exclusive. So if I say 100, this will be exclusive, so I couldn't generate it. It wouldn't be set to 100. So 101, and I will step by 2. Let's print n. 46, any even number between 2 and 100. Let's going to lists. There is many important functions that's used with list from random module. Suppose that we want to have a list of 6 character or 6 names. For the sake of shortage of this video, I will say it A, B, and C, D, E, F. First of all, suppose that I want to have one choice for them randomly. I want to pick one number randomly. There is an important function called choice in random module. I will use it now. So print random.choice, and I will pass in the list. Let's use that. B, F, F, A. It always give us a random value from this list. Then we have another important function called sample. It's like this, but we could give how many numbers as we want. So random dot sample, I will pass the first parameter as the L, and then the second parameter would be how many numbers I want to pick from this list. Suppose that I want to pick 3 elements, then 3, and I run BAF, DFE, any 3 elements. So suppose that we want to divide this to two teams in a random way. Okay, I first of all want to shuffle this list. So random.shuffle. Shuffle makes randomize the order of this list. So shuffle L. If I print L, it will have an order, a random order every time. So here it is randomized. If I write again another order. Okay, suppose that I want to divide this into two teams. I'll say team 1 equal L, and I'll start from 0 to length of the list divided by 2. And the second team would start from this number, because this is exclusive and this would be here inclusive, so I start from there and to the end. Let's print team 1 and team 2. Okay, here we go. Here we have the first team as we want, AFE, and the second team DCB. Before finishing this video, this has been very quick, I will make a simulation to calculate the probability of having a double in die. If you don't know what double is that the two dice have the same number. Let's create a function called diff dice simulation, and it will pick a parameter which will be how many times you want to roll the die. Then we'll have a counter, and the counter will be assigned to 0. Then for I in range n, this we'll have a die 1, and die 1 will equal to random.randint between 1 and 6, and die 2. Then we want to check if the die 1 equal to the second die, and this we have a double here, we want to increase double by the counter by 1. So at the end of this function we want to print, let's use here an if string. So we say the probability of having a double is, and then use bracket. I will use round, and it is counter over n. Here we expect to see something like 0.18. So let's run this function by simulation. I will run it with 10,000. Let's see. The probability of having a double. What's this? Oh no, this is an error or n. And it's 17, 16. It's very close to what we have. If in this example we want to use random.seed to have every time the same exact result, I would say random.seed and 0, I will seed it with 0. So every time it will give us the same exact result. At the end of this video, if you like this video, you could like our channel and press subscribe. See you in upcoming videos. Goodbye.